Just 6 weeks ago, none of these soldiers would have imagined driving through the heart of the Philadelphia corridor. Accompanied by the IDF's 12th Brigade and the Nahal Infantry Brigade, I-24 News entered Rafah, where the refugee camps are overcrowded and densely packed. Before the war, this was the largest arms smuggling route, stretching from the Gaza beach to the Kerem Shalom crossing. We are driving through the Philadelphia corridor, once a center of Hamas's arms smuggling. There are terror tunnels beneath us. This is where IDF forces are currently operating.
At the slightest doubt, at the slightest anomaly, we stop any suspicious truck. We question the driver, we warn them, we follow the procedure.
Amid the war, we almost forget the intense humanitarian aid campaign the IDF is conducting in Gaza. Hundreds of tons of food, equipment, and clothing are provided daily to the residents of the Strip, following thorough inspections.
There are many opportunities where we provide help. Last week we killed 21 terrorists here.
While the world focuses on an alleged famine in Gaza, I-24 News received authorization to enter the aid warehouses to uncover what is truly being provided to Gazans. There are even bananas and watermelons here. The soldiers say they would like to have as many products. Look, fresh oranges, avocados, mangoes, there really is everything. Before the IDF's arrival at the Rafah crossing, Hamas had totally trashed the area.
When we got here, everything was in pieces, having been looted. They all came here to loot. Our task is to tidy up the area and improve the delivery of humanitarian aid.
Underneath, there are scores of terror tunnels, according to IDF assessments. When the first soldiers operated in these areas of Rafah, they did not imagine the number of tunnel entrances awaiting them. So far, they have found over 500. We continue to the heart of Rafah. During the waiting phase before advancing, the IDF implemented a strategy. Soldiers of Division 162 entered from the south, diverting Hamas towards the border, allowing another unit to take control of the Philadelphia corridor overnight. This plan resulted in hundreds of terrorists being killed and thousands fleeing. Although the beach takeover was swift, the Rafah operation is progressing slowly. Nearly every commander we meet in the field emphasizes that operations are proceeding precisely according to plan.
This is a slow, measured, and thoughtful war. We aim to preserve our men and avoid impatience. This combat zone is distinct from the operations of humanitarian workers who pass far from us, behind the combat lines.
For the hostages, it's been a long time, but we must continue to fight. No one predicted we would be in Gaza for 9 months, but we have a good reason, despite the difficulties. Even when we go home for a few hours, we have a responsibility. The return of the hostages and the destruction of Hamas. This has been our mission since October 7th.